Morning all, and welcome to the Jester News Arse. All that's new and approved for you, brought to you by the Jester, with today's headline being University berated for allowing PhD in masturbation. Should say University masturbated, shouldn't it really? This is a great article in the Telegraph. I mean, it's doing the rounds on Twitter, as you would expect, because this guy's what is now going to become known as an academic shotter tosser. He's been looking at pictures of animated characters, and then playing with his cord wangle, right? That's what he's been doing. I've watched him talk about it. He's from one of the Low Countries, I think, somewhere like Netherlands or Holland or something. And today I have to talk about the masturbation. You couldn't make it up, right? Okay. So I got the article from the Telegraph. I thought we'd take a few minutes to go through it because it's just such fun. All right, okay. The University of Manchester has been criticised by an MP for allowing a student to publish a PhD in masturbation. Now they've got Carl Anderson. Right, that's his name, Carl Anderson, with two S's. Mr. Anderson was researching the shota genre of Japanese comic books, which, for those of you that don't know, involves pictures of cutesy characters that look like kids or are meant to be kids. I don't know, and I hope it's not the latter. Right, which he then promptly, as a bit of a how's your father? Say hello to the bold Avenger. Right? See. Doing this, right, to these sort of male characters that are just sort of sitting there going, looking sexy. Supposed to be children, the bloke's mental, right? He's trying to understand them. In the abstract for the project, it's not very abstract, is it? I'm going to look at pictures and toss off. Nothing abstract about that. It's now been published by the university. They were looking the other way when that happened, weren't they? It must have been the kid on the social medias. Give me that. What's it about? Wanking. Right, post it. Yeah, wait, right. To do this, he claims he embarked on a 3-month stint of masturbating to the comic book and making notes on each session. Fuck, what do you say? He also shunned all other forms of pornography and sex. After he had conducted his research, he would write down his thoughts and feelings as a self-critical reflection. Yeah, in what puddle, you perv? He said it was necessary, here's a bit, this will put you off your breakfast. He said it was necessary to be diligent enough to abstain from the milk and muesli of porn during his experiment. Milk and muesli? I'm never going to eat open again. Right. Oh, God. He says, I happen to live alone during this experiment. Oh, fucking colour me surprised. Can you imagine if he did? Don't come in. Don't come around. I had newly become single. No shit, Sherlock. Did they ever talk about the Vikings? Right, okay, I've become single after a long relationship. These factors probably contributed to my willingness and eagerness to explore this method. Method? Right, okay. After publishing the 4,000-word article, Mr. Anderson of the University of Manchester came under fire from politicians and members of the public. Under fire. He had a shot across his bow. Conservative MP Neil O'Brien took particular offence to the publication of the article. This can't be real. Honestly, I thought it was a Helen Pluckrose fake. Really, I did. Oh, why should hard-working taxpayers in my constituency have to pay for an academic to write about his experiences masturbating to Japanese porn? That's that's a very, very well-worded sentence, that, I feel. What it should actually say is, why should our working taxpayers pay for this bloke to jack off? And he said then, the non-STEM side of higher education. Can you imagine? This has got nothing to do with STEM at all. It's just too big. It's just much too big, producing too much that it's not socially useful. This Anderson guy's a danger to the environment. Can you imagine the tissue bill? Right, so, Anderson. Moving on, explaining his methodology. That's in quote tweets. Mr. Anderson said, in short, I would masturbate in the same way that my research participants did it. How did he know? He's been watching. It's pretty good. Keep up to nice strokings and the movements. Sounds like someone out of a carry-on film circa 1973. I would not be allowed to have any other sexual relief during this field work. It had to be shot every time. His research is funded by the university's School of Arts, Languages and Cultures. Well, what a surprise, eh? Fucking lunatics, right? A University of Manchester spokesman said, the recent publication in qualitative research of the work of a student, now registered for a PhD, has raised significant concerns. It's a very big, significant concern, apparently. I've got my doubts, but there you go, right? We are taking this very seriously. They're taking it seriously. How? What's the conversation? Were you wanking off the Japanese porn? Yeah, you're fired. We are currently undertaking a detailed investigation. I hope it isn't in too much detail. And they're going to write, we are looking at the processes around it. Well, it's not difficult. Unzip flies, grab knob, rub. Wankers. It is very important that we look at this issue in depth. I imagine a depth of about 6 inches. Mr. Anderson has been contacted for comment, but he was locked in the toilet. We don't know why. I can't get it. No. Right. That's it, right? Okay, just go. This person needs to send him back to where he came from. Go and wank in the Netherlands or wherever it is you're from. Stop doing this here. Public money to wank. God, these grifters are getting very, very good at their grift. Right, keep jesting. That's all from the news arse for the moment.